Welcome to this video about cost curves or opportunity cost curves. The first thing I want to do is talk about the two different types of curves. There is what's referred to as constant opportunity cost curve, which is a straight line representing the trade-off between any two goods. It could be pizza and computers, it could be tennis shoes and umbrellas. Often it is capital goods and consumer goods. The other combination of goods we often see is guns and butter, representing military goods and civilian goods. Okay, so I'm going to draw the same graph, but here we're going to use increasing opportunity cost curve. So the increasing cost curve is bowed outward from the point of origin. Okay, there are 3 points that are worth discussing here. I really like production possibility curves because they're easy to draw. But they illustrate so many different points in economics. So, for example, point A represents either unemployment or inefficiency. And that point A, we can easily draw that in the increasing cost curve as well. Point B represents productive efficiency. Now, let's consider this for a moment. If we wanted to go from point B1 to B2, then we would have to give up some amount of capital goods to gain some amount of consumer goods. So, for example, it might be, if it were an even slope, we'd give up 5 capital goods to gain 5 consumer goods. So it represents trade-offs. And within the trade-off, it represents opportunity cost itself. For example, if we had to give up 5 capital goods to get 5 consumer goods, then the opportunity cost of a consumer good is 1 capital good. Okay, so, and that would be B and B prime. Now, or B prime and B2. On the increasing opportunity cost curve, we're going to look at it in a different lesson. There's actually going to be changing levels of opportunity cost throughout the curve. And that's the main difference between the constant cost curve and the increasing cost curve. But we'll look at that in a different video. And then finally, for both curves, there's this point C. And point C represents a point of unattainability. It also represents scarcity. We can't always get what we want, in the words of the Rolling Stones. And this point C represents a combination of consumer and capital goods that we just can't achieve. There are ways for us to get there that involve productivity gains, or perhaps we could get there through gains through trade. But this is a challenge, and often once we're there, then there's going to be a point D out there somewhere that we want to get to. So anything beyond the curve itself is considered unattainable or scarce. Okay.